What is the most disrespectful thing that someone has done in your home? Somebody left small children in our house while they went to the grocery store. Grocery shopping was actually a drug deal. This happened to me. My downstairs neighbor, who I had only talked to once before, knocked on my door and asked if I could watch his 9-month-old daughter while he ran to the store. This poor girl was soaked in pee and had dried food and snot all over her face, so I couldn't say no. I took her in, cleaned her up, and played with her for 2 hours until he came back. I'm 90% sure this grocery shopping was actually a drug deal. It was after an awful spinal surgery I went through when I was 12. They were cousins and my parents caught them trying to steal my painkillers. My mom made a huge dinner for my aunt and cousins. They showed up 2 hours late, told my mom oh sorry the boys can't eat that much right now and just went in our fridge and made them sandwiches instead. The same exact thing happened to us. My great-aunt, poor old lady, spent the entire day cooking for a family meal we only had once a year as a tradition. It was the only holiday that all of us get together. They came 2 hours after they were supposed to come and didn't eat anything because they went out for dinner instead. Our family had a huge falling out with those specific people because of other reasons, but it sure signaled the end was coming. I was a kid, my mom had a friend and her son over. They were over for a couple hours and just as they were leaving I noticed all of my video games were gone. I told my mom, she goes grabs his backpack and of course they were all in his bag. His mother immediately came to his defense, saying he's got a lot of games and must have thought they were his. It didn't even make sense and she acted as if nothing had happened. Anyway, terrible mother, kid had no chance. He is now in jail for life, no parole for shooting and killing a cop during a cocaine bust. We invited a group of people over for lunch. One of them arrived, put a bunch of food on a plate in a plastic container, and left to bring it to eat with her boyfriend. Not my home, but I was renting a house and the landlady kept turning up unannounced and would let herself in, and would give the key to people doing work on the house without telling us, so we'd, without warning, have strangers let themselves into the house. It was a very stressful way to live. Dude grabbed his pants while sitting on my couch playing a video game and just sat there finishing the match. We were having an old-fashioned LAN party and the entire room cleared out, constantly unplugging electronics. First it was the thermostat, she didn't like the sound the water heater made, then the Wi-Fi, the CIA was snooping on her, and finally my fridge, she was saving the environment. My wife's cousin was staying at our house because he is going through marital problems. One night I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard some change rattling. He walks down the hall with my 5-year-old's piggy bank. He was taking money from my fucking daughter's piggy bank to buy beer and smokes. Friend must have seen me once put in the code for my spare key lockbox, and I came home to her in my fucking house. Mind you, we're not close. Her excuse? She had to go to the toilet. Safe to say, I reset that shit and didn't invite her over anymore. Weirded me out. I had a best friend apparently steal my spare apartment key and made a copy of it. When I caught him at it, he tried lying, but I caught him in that, too. Long story short, he was apparently in love with me and was coming into my apartment while I was at work because he missed me so much. He also admitted to stealing a pair of my underwear. It's a very unsettling feeling and really glad you caught your potential perv, too.